in this week's edition of Coached Up. We're here with new wide receiver coach Frisman Jackson. And first of all, welcome to the NC State family.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to be here, excited to be here.
Excited to have you on staff. And of course, whenever we talk about being coached up, we're going to give coaches the opportunity to get me ready to play their position, wide receivers. Now, I was a tight end, which basically meant, in my mind, I always believed I was supposed to be a wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, we'll help you out. We'll try to get you straight. We'll get you straight.
I need it. Football on the inside.
Football's
and what
on the inside. You want to put your inside foot up. All right, inside foot up. You want to put majority of the weight on your front foot. I don't like to give a number. A lot of times guys say like 80% or something like that. I try to tell the guys, hey, you can fill it out. Put majority of the weight on your front foot.
Okay.
All right. You want to have some good knee bend in your back knee. All right. If you can bring that leg back just a little bit. All right. I try to tell the guys I want to be a little wider than shoulder width apart in my stance. So if I was to turn this way, as if I'm facing the sideline, and I just turned 180, I should be in a proper wide receiver stance. So if I get my feet a little wider than shoulder width apart and just rotate 180,
gotcha.
I should be in a proper wide receiver stance.
Why is that important to have a wide stance coming off against these guys?
I want to have good explosions, just like being in the blocks in the track. You want to have that good explosion coming off the line and threaten that DB.
All right, fantastic.
You want to sink your hips a little bit, get low on your stance, all right? You want to have good shoulders over my toes. If I spit right now, I should better spit on the top of my toe.
Okay.
All right, now you don't want to do that. All right. If you like your shoes, you don't want to do that.
I do like the shoes. Yeah.
You should better spit and touch the front of your toe there.
All right. Good.
All right. But good body lean, shoulders over my toes. All right. You want to be able to have that good stance so you can better explode off. All right. What putting majority of the weight on your front foot prevents you from doing is false stepping. You don't want to false step. Now, it may seem real small, hey, I move my foot a little bit, but it could cost you later on down in your route.
In college football, much more so, and you played in the NFL as well. In the NFL, there's a lot of rules about engaging a wide receiver from a defensive back standpoint. In college, it just seems like you really pretty much do anything if you're a defender.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They cheating they helping the DBs a little bit too much.
How important is it teaching your guys what to do with that defender?
Well, the first thing I talk to my guys about is being physical.
Okay. You
have to be physical. A lot of times guys think because you play receiver, you're a finesse guy, but I want to be as physical as possible.
Okay.
So if I'm in my stance, first of all, I want to bring my back foot up some. I want to shorten my stance up a little bit to give me even more power.
Okay.
I want to get my hands up. I always talk to my guys about, the first question I ask them when we talk about press coverage is, have they ever been in a fight? If you've ever been in a fight, you don't fight with your hands down because you're probably going to get knocked out. So you want to get your hands up because right here it's a fight.
Yeah.
So I want to get my hands up to protect my face in the fight, but here in football I want to protect my chest area. So I want to get my hands up like I'm in a fight, ball my fist up to get ready to protect myself. And I also know, depending on my release, which hand the defender is going to shoot. So if I outside release, I understand that the defender is going to bring his inside hand. So I got to be able to be ready to chop down or swipe back up.
Okay.
All right, so if I'm outside release, and I know I got an outside release, I got my hands going, I want to have active hands, I know he's going to bring his inside arm, I'm either going to chop down or I'm going to rip up hard through the defender's arm.
Okay, the other thing is, too, you get a lot of aggressive play with the hands. I mean, I've seen guys grab neck, grab jersey.
Yeah.
What are you working on? How much do you focus on where their arms and hands are, and how much you focus on really just trying to disengage from that guy?
Yeah, well, we work on releases every single day, and I talk to my guys about having active hands, active feet. So as I come off, I want to have my hands going to protect my chest area. The next thing I want to do is get this defender to move off his landmark.
Gotcha.
All right, I want to get him to get out of the way. Get out the way so I can get on about my business. So if I'm trying to inside release, I know I want to inside release. I'm going to try to widen this guy to get him off his base or his landmark so I can get back inside of him. So I want to get my feet going to get him to move.
Absolutely incredible. Great stuff. You really did coach me up. I do appreciate it. I could use that as a
tight
tight end.
I hope I can help you out a little bit.
Wide receiver coach Frisman Jackson. Yeah, you're focusing on those quarterbacks. We got to get those receivers off the line. Great stuff.